Hey, what's up, everybody? Pat here, gratefully covering alcoholic and addict, just like every day. Guys, please don't forget to subscribe, leave the video a like, drop me a comment, and by all means, share with anybody you think might get something out of it. What's up, y'all? Yeah, what a day. Mother Nature, man, she's got a sense of humor. The winter that won't end. I was talking yesterday about how incredibly busy I am with my business, how many jobs I have going on, and woke up this morning and had to cancel all of them so I could go out and move some snow and salt properties, and then further get all the equipment ready because the little storm that we had coming Sunday night into Monday, and now we're now looking at like bigger than the or as big as the last storm, the big storm we had. We're getting somewhere, I don't even know, somewhere from, I'm guessing, 12 to 24 inches tomorrow night, which is obviously gonna, there goes my Sunday night, there goes my Monday, Tuesday, and then I gotta get all the work that I have to get done by the end of the month done before the end of the month, right? Actually, really, just one job that I go on that's got to be done, and it'll get done. You know, you can look at a number of ways, and you know, I had so many people calling just upset about it, and yeah, I'm not thrilled for it. I have other stuff I could be doing, but at the same time, like, I'm not gonna let it get me off my game. I'm not gonna, oh, what am I gonna do? I got no, like, I'll handle it accordingly, one step at a time. First things first, recovery first. We did, if anybody's watching, we did cancel Monday's gratitude meeting, so that's one less thing I got to do. I was going to chair and open that meeting on Monday. That won't be an issue. The meeting is closed Monday. Anybody watching, please spread the word. I actually stopped at the Casper House here in town and got the numbers for them and let both houses know. So you know, we do what we got to do, right? And we'll get through it. And you know, in the past, I would like, oh, what am I, you know, just there's no point in getting all worked up. I'm not gonna let it ruin my attitude or make me upset or, like, literally, I found myself just chuckling about it all day, like, and more chuckling because I'm impressed with my new attitude towards things. Like, I'm happy with my life. There are gonna be struggles. There are gonna be things that come up. The biggest problem I have is I'm booked and busy. It's beautiful, right? Like, it's self pity or recovery and abundance. Like, choose, and that's the reading today, guys. It's self pity or recovery. Make a choice. So, self pity is one of the most powerful defects. It will drain us of all positive energy. In active addiction, many of us use self pity as a survival mechanism. We didn't believe there was an alternative to living in our disease, or perhaps we didn't want to believe. As long as we could feel sorry for ourselves and blame someone else for our troubles, we didn't have to accept the consequences of our actions. Believing ourselves powerless to change, we refused to accept the need for change. Using this survival mechanism kept us from finding recovery and led us closer day by day to self-destruction. Self-pity is a tool of our disease. We need to stop using it and learn instead to use the new tools that we find in our recovery program. We have come to believe that effective help is available for us. When we seek that help, finding it in our recovery program, self-pity is displaced by gratitude. Many tools are at our disposal. The 12 steps, support of a sponsor, the fellowship of our recovery, of other recovering addicts, and most importantly, the care of our higher power. The availability of all these tools is more than enough reason to be grateful. We no longer live in isolation without hope. We have certain help at our hand for anything we may face. The surest way to become grateful is to take advantage of the help available to us in recovery and to experience the improvement the program will bring in our lives. Excuse me. The affirmation is just for today. I will be grateful for the hope recovery has given me. I will cultivate my recovery and let go of self-pity. And again, it makes me so happy. And I loved the timing of this reading because, again, I woke up this morning to so many people trying to just, you know, and it comes from the news media, everybody else. Oh, it's going to be the storm of the century, blah, blah, blah. We're in New England, right? We deal with snow. We've dealt with this, you know, over and over and over. We've had years where we get storms like this left and right. It's been pretty light lately. I've been saying for the last 4 or 5 years we're overdue for a big storm season. And then to boot, I look at the position I'm in today where, yes, I'm thrilled to have my business. I had a very busy day. I got done what I could do today on top of getting my snow stuff. I get all my stuff prepared, and that's something I never used to do. And I just make the most of it. And yeah, I will plan accordingly. It's a snowstorm. Like I'm gonna get up tomorrow morning. I'm gonna go to the gym. As a matter of fact, I'm looking forward to attempting 390 pounds in my bench press tomorrow because I felt good doing multiple sets of 385. And I'm still gonna do that knowing that I go out and plow. I made sure my snow blows because basically my part of the storm is I snow blow and then I use the Bobcat. So big deal. I got machines to do what I got to do. I got a truck that's fueled up, ready to go. My machines are fueled up, ready to go. Like there's no reason to have pity and anxiety and like I know what I'm gonna do and I'm gonna go and do it. I'm not gonna let it get it off my game. But I love that I had made that decision this morning. So all day long, while everybody's freaking out, all the sky is falling, I've been laughing and people, oh, update. I'm like, I don't need an update. When it starts to snow, I'll start putting on my boots and when it's halfway through with the 6 inches in the ground, I'll go out and get started like I always do. Like there's no reason to have self pity about it. If anything, it just guarantees that I'm going to end this month on a bang. And winter's typically slower season. I mean, I think of how grateful I was this time last year, and I was just starting to get an idea of I didn't even know I was going to open the business this time last year. I was just starting to get the inclinations that that's where things were leading. And I look at it this year, and it's like, how can I not be grateful? Like literally, guys, I was just starting to go to the gym this time last year, and I was bench pressing like 125 pounds, and I was horrified at how weak I am. I'm bench pressing 385, gonna go 390 tomorrow. I was getting on a scale with the doctors and like, oh my god, and at this point I knew I'd put on about 25 or 30 pounds, so I thought I was like 180, 190. I was 160. I'm like, oof, I was really light when I went into rehab. I'd really withered away. Today I'm sitting at 215, healthy, proud. Like I look at, you don't always notice the progression, but then I go back and I look at my earliest videos. And as a matter of fact, I got a notification from TikTok the other day, and it had part of my first video I put up. And I'm like, oh my god, like I look like I'm 75 years old in that video. And again, not that I'm anything special now, but I'm healthy and I got a clarity, I got clear skin, I got teeth, like I can smile. Like I look at the improvements that I've made over this year. That I look at the opportunities that God has put in front of me. I look at the community and the way that I'm accepted in, the responsibilities that I'm handed. I live in a state of gratitude, guys, because this is the things that I focus on. And again, my brain had gotten to a point where I was so incredibly negative, and I realized that because, again, I started in prayer. I listened in meditation, and those are the promises that were given me, so I started acting towards them, right? And it's shocking the differences that all the promises have been fulfilled. I lost my train of thought for a second there, the point I was making, but it's absolutely amazing today that just this the clarity that I have. And I remember like some of the promises I had early on. Oh, you're gonna find your tribe. I was so lonely and isolated, right? And again, I still have a lot of room in my life, and I take it one step at a time. But I look at the culmination of the 200 phone calls and the 100 texts I get every day, and well, I'm not isolated. I'm not lonely. I'm a member of many different groups. I'm gonna go. My friend Marlene is chairing a Saturday night Zoom NA meeting, so I'm going to do that meeting tonight. And so I have some new friends that I'm just meeting. I talk to people from the halfway houses. My customers refer me to new people. I go and do extra work there. I go to my meeting that I chair, and I go to the meeting. Like, I, if anything, need to find more downtime. But again, it's the changes that have taken place in my life in the course of 1 year that just allow me to sit, and it's because I focus on those changes and I'm able to sit in a place of gratitude today. I'm able to look at everything I've survived, and not even survived, but thrived through. Like, I've talked to so many people like, oh, this is the hardest year they've had. This has been the best year of my life. I've put myself on the map. I found out what matters to me. I've been given purpose. I've been given determination. God has seen the work I'm doing and put the right people in front of me so the doors are opening. And I keep coming even when things are tough. There were times, 4 or 5 months on this channel, I'm like, oh, it's going slow, it's recovery, it's never going to go viral. No, there's so many beautiful blessings that come to me from doing these videos every day. And none of them the ones that I thought they were going to be. It's all because it's my way of holding myself accountable. I do these readings every day. I research the readings every day. I look for opportunities to make content throughout my day. And I did more so in the beginning because I had to reprogram myself. That's what I was getting at. My brain had gotten so incredibly negative at the end of my addiction. That was one thing that bothered me. So not only did I ask God to help remove the negativity, and I was told, shed the drugs, do the work, and you will. It was the first promise I received. But I met him halfway. So one thing I knew is all I was watching on TV was murder stuff. So I'm like, well, let me stop watching TV for a while because I need to, learn some stuff here. And then I started doing subliminal and hypnotherapy and meditation reprogramming, and it has worked amazingly well. Like literally, I know so because everywhere I go and everybody I meet and everybody that gets to know me is absolutely shocked by the positivity that I bring to situations, the way that I'm able to handle things with a clarity and a happiness, my ability to find the good in everything, and then just to handle the stuff that isn't good and say, well, it's okay, it's just a part of life, and understand that. Not that I'm not declaring it that, I'm knowing, because that's what it is. But I'm able to see that for what it is and understand that there's an ebb and flow and there's going to be good and bad, and I'm okay with it. And because I do, and I just focus on the good, and I remain in a state of gratitude and positivity, it helps me to stand out in every situation. So then I'm offered more opportunities, more people tell me things, they talk to me things, people want to collaborate with me, and my business just expands. Like my friend Doug called me today to make sure, because again, he's put everything on my shoulders, and we're talking about the storm and this and that, and like we know the guys that we have coming in, a couple of them are, they have their own little idiosyncrasies, and I'm not going to call anybody further than that. But we had a good laugh about it, and he's like, "Listen, you okay with this? You okay with this? You want to get your guys? You want to say no? Let him get his guys. Like it's okay. They're going to be working together more because I have my machines, and I'm basically in the machines, and they're just reporting to me. If they're happier with that, then just let it be. Like I don't need to insert my will. Like I find it's much easier. And again, if it's a point that matters, and I know it's the right thing to do, then of course I will. I have no problem with confrontation today. Another beautiful gift of this recovery. I was always so terrified of confrontation because I had so many skeletons in every closet. I was afraid somebody looked at shine the light too brightly at me, then something's gonna get caught. So let me just agree with everybody so nobody wants to pick me apart. I don't have to do that today, guys. I live in the light. Like I invite the more light shine on my actions, the more accolades and the more rewards I get. So I'm okay to live with that. And again, I'm not saying I'm perfect. There's always room for improvement, and I don't do anything perfectly, but I do the right thing because it's the right thing to do, because that's what I've trained myself to do. And I told you I've done that. But it took a lot of work to get there. But as I'm entering this new chapter, this second year of my recovery, where a lot of the fanfare starts to fade and the real work begins, I'm finding that I have the energy to do so because I focus on my health. Like all these things that I've learned from other people and I've listened to, and that's the other beauty of it, guys. I've learned to listen. So because the people that are ahead of me in recovery, they come in and they share their experience, I listen, and then I take their pointers from what they did to get over it, and oftentimes I'm able to avoid it altogether. And at the end of the day, it comes down to the same thing every single time: my ability to let go of self-pity. Because again, that's literally what I was aiming for, because I felt if I had enough self-pity, I could excuse every action I was doing. And if I could have enough pity from other people around me, they wouldn't look and call out the misappropriate actions that I was doing everywhere. And that was how I manipulated and got myself through the day. And I hated every minute of it. And it's why I was so miserable, so deep in despair, and it was so hard for me to overcome it, because I was just digging the hole further and further every day. I don't live in that today, guys. I do actions and I'm proud of. When I make mistakes, I own up to them, because again, I'm just human. I'm learning, how to be an adult. I'm a 52-year-old man-child, but again, I don't use that as an excuse to behave badly. I acknowledge that, and I do my very best to overcome that, so I don't make as many mistakes. I'm proud of almost all the things I do today, and I'm learning every day. I get stronger and better, and I'm able to say no. So therefore, I'm not ducking and dodging people if I don't want to, go along with them. I just tell them no today. Learning to say no is incredibly difficult because, again, If you can't learn to say no, how are you going to avoid drugs? You can't hide in a closet for the rest of your life. Like, you've got to be able to stick up for yourself. You got to know your value. Every one of us is worth it. We all have inherent value. We all have the inalienable right for freedom and happiness and to chase the life that we desire. And if you align yourself with good, with recovery, with helping other people, it invites blessings into your life. There's no room for self-pity. It's recovery or it's self-pity, guys. They don't go hand in hand. Self-pity and recovery is a reservation. And we just talked the other day about reservations and where they're going to get you. They get you back out into active addiction. And that's one thing, guys. And again, not that I live a very non-fearful life today. Doesn't mean I'm terrified of going back to addiction. I will fight that tooth and nail. Like I said, I talked about it when I wouldn't let them medicate me for my surgery. No matter what comes up in the future. As a matter of fact, I meant to put this in the other video when I scratched my eye the other day. The nurse was asking me that, when you get triaged at the emergency room, she asked, do you have any allergies to medications? I'm like, nope. I'm like, oh, actually, yeah, because I had already explained to her that I'm an addict in recovery. I said, yeah, no, do me a favor. Put it right in my chart. I'm allergic to opiates. And that's going to be my baseline from now on. Every time I go into a medical situation, because it'll help just remove it, I'm not going to lie and say I actually have a physical allergy. I will continue to say, put it in my chart. I am a recovering addict. I have an opiate allergy. I'll leave it at that. I don't care how much pain I'm in. Pain's temporary. Pain's a part of life. Pain lets me know my body's in danger, my spirit's in danger, my mental health in danger, emotionally I'm in danger. But that's okay, because we can deal with pain. Every one of us is equipped to. Like, we can handle it. You just have, and it makes you stronger. I'm not saying go out and seek it and go hurt yourself to get tough. No, avoid it. But that's what pain's for. It tells you you're in dangerous territory. It is to be avoided, but not at all costs. You gotta understand there is some pain. Without pain, we wouldn't know joy. We wouldn't know love. We wouldn't have anything to base what we're feeling off of. There's good and bad to everything. But in recovery, you gotta let go of self-pity, and you can by doing the work. And then when you start acting better, you start receiving better, and you start feeling better, and you're able to have a confidence in yourself. You want to be able to have love for yourself. You don't want to have to live an excuse. I did so for decades, guys. All right? Not proud of it, but I did. And I only know that now because I'm on the other side of it. When I see how much better it is to live in the sunshine of a loving recovery program, you want no part of it. Like, I don't want anybody pitying me today. I want people rallying around me, overcoming addiction with me, living in the high energy and joyful, love-filled laughter. Like, that's the beauty of it today, guys. I don't go to self-pity. Instead, I laugh at it and say, guys, relax. We're going to be okay. Let's take the proper precautions, make the proper plans. You can't plan for every contingency, but when you plan for the majority of them and you handle them appropriate, you start gaining experiences and you know how to handle the ones that you can't plan for. It's going to be okay, guys, right? But choose recovery. Let go of self-pity. Choose gratitude. I adopted a state of gratitude from day one, and it's worked so well. I had no idea just how powerful it is. But I'm out here reminding people every day because it is. It's incredibly powerful. It's one of the most powerful places to work from. You want to have power in your life? Show gratitude to every person and everything around you. Just invites blessings and invites warm, open conversation and relationships. It inspires other people. It just brings blessings in every way, shape, or form. Guys, we're going to call that the video. I will be doing a video tomorrow night. Shouldn't be a problem. Monday night, I'll still do a video. Even though the meeting's closed, my channel will be produced. Like I said, if worst comes to worst, at some point, I'll have to get out of the Bobcat to come in and eat dinner. And I'll do a video at that point. See? Like, I can make multiple things happen today without being overwhelmed. And that's a beautiful thing. Every one of you can do it. But it takes time. It takes effort. And it takes experience. But there's no room for self-pity. Guys, that's a video for today. Thank you so much for being here with me. Always remember, God loves you. I love you. We'll see you in the next one.